Hi everyone, it's me Giovanni, and I don't know what to think about exactly for this video, so I decided to read you a little something about my original character, Richard Hayes. Something that I made 2 days ago. It's not exactly literature, but it's something on my DeviantArt account that I wanted to share, and hopefully not be some stupid share post or journal entry. Sometimes I hate those. Anyway, so about Richard Hayes. Richard Hayes is a man in his early to mid-20s who is extremely sensitive, and he's a virgin who doesn't want to have sex with anyone. He hates and is afraid of it. And he also hates women who are seductive and rude, especially blondes. He would get uncomfortable and almost shuts down shutdowns, silently crying when a woman looks at him with bedroom eyes. He has brown messy hair, thick eyebrows, big black doll eyes, tan skin, wearing a plain black and white 1940s inspired vest suit, a white long sleeve button-up shirt, black pants, and a black vest, and black leather Oxford shoes, a plain red winter scarf covering his neck, and a plain red mask covering his mouth. Black leather gloves, and brown wolf ears and tail. He's a werewolf, by the way. When Richard was 7 years old, he was traumatized from seeing his babysitter accidentally killing his best friend, who he had a crush on. Richard's father, Joseph, hired a babysitter to take care of him because his father would be at work. Richard had heard rumors about his babysitter, Eileen/Ava. She supposedly was snobby, unfaithful to God, and took advantage of men. Richard didn't like her from the very start. In fact, he hated her. Ava tried to do her best to babysit Richard, but he didn't like how she was getting a bit too touchy with him. One day, Richard was at the park with Iris. They were playing near a cliff. Ava saw them and rushed over to get them away from it. Unfortunately for Iris, she lost her balance, and while Ava tried to save her, it was too late. Iris fell off the cliff and hit her head on the rocks, causing her skull to bleed. Richard was deeply upset by Iris dying. He blamed Ava for everything. The next day, Richard pushed Ava down the stairs and she broke her neck. From that day, Richard despised certain women. Are mean, seductive, or just have a nasty attitude and snobby attitude, including blondes, who were seen being attractive with hourglass bodies and a face full of makeup, flirty eyelashes, and sometimes sultry red lips. He doesn't have a problem with any other woman being attractive or sexy, but if a woman is seductive or sexually desired, then Richard would think of them as a whore, to put it politely. Here are the reasons why Richard would never have sex with anyone. BDSM. Which, I looked up online, and it's absolutely, I can understand why it's something shocking, and I have no words. Number 2, sexual assault and rape. Sex without consent. Number 3, losing virginity and innocent mind. And if I also had to say this, if Richard did have sex, he would lose his mind and want to kill himself in a depressive state. Number 4, naked bodies, private parts, and sperm. Gross. Being touched or groped. Number 6, physical pain. If it had to be obvious. Sure, people have physical pain when they're also sick, or if their body just reacts to certain things, especially if it's just simple like stomach aches, viruses, or something. And number 7, I was not sure if I wanted to put that there, but I did. Pornography. If I'm gonna be honest, I can't stand certain pornography. In fact, I have made a video about my discussion of harems, and I saw pornography of porn of Ryu Hayabusa with the certain Dead or Alive women like Rachel, Kokoro, Mai Shiranui, and Honoka. It wasn't pretty. Thankfully, I didn't actually watch it. I just saw pictures of it. Like I said, it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. God help me. If Richard found any incriminating evidence of sexual activity in his house, such as someone's underwear, condoms, or drops of sperm, he would have a huge meltdown of screaming, yelling, crying, and physically hurting someone. Richard is okay with other people having sex just as long as they don't do it in his house or use protection, condoms or pills. Richard is a conservative Christian man who goes to church every Sunday, especially on Easter. His favorite color is red, as it means many things like love, lust, scandal, death, danger, and power, but also Richard's anger. The symbolism in his appearance. His red scarf and mask symbolizes as barriers, shielding him from emotional exposure. Meanwhile, the wolf ears and tail might reflect his primal instincts for survival and caution, as well as the struggle between wanting connection and fearing vulnerability. His big black doll eyes symbolize his innocence, vulnerability. Like a doll, he feels fragile. Richard suffers from borderline personality disorder, which involves extreme emotions and mood swings. Richard's favorite novel is Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. Richard can relate to the character of Dolores Hayes and often feels bad for her, especially since she is literally a child at age 12, being taken advantage by a 37-year-old man. He sees Lolita as a horror story. Despite Richard being a werewolf, he can eat chocolate mostly due to his immune system not having an allergic reaction to it 90% of the time. Richard loves candy, but mostly chocolate bars and lollipops. He does not like chewing gum, mostly because of the chewing, chomping, blowing bubbles. However, he would only have it to give it to someone else. His favorite hobby is ballet dancing. His favorite sports are archery and tennis. His favorite holiday is Valentine's Day. His middle name is Joseph, to put it simply. When Richard was a teenager, he got bitten by a werewolf when he was camping with his best friend, Henry. When Richard transforms into a full 100% werewolf, he has brown soft fur, glowing yellow eyes. His wolf ears become pointy, and his tail becomes big and bushy, a large snout, sharp fangs, and claws. Richard met Henry when they were 13 years old at summer school. Richard had feelings for Henry's sister Kayla when she was 17 years old. Richard wears the red mask and winter scarf almost all the time, mostly because when he was in high school, he got into fights with his male classmates, causing him to get punched in the mouth and neck, ending up with a bloodied and bruised lip and almost losing his vocal cords, with his voice now sounding like a mentally ill hospital patient. Despite Richard's favorite color being red, he likes some other colors such as navy blue, brown, bubblegum pink, pale yellow, light blue, pure white, and black. Richard wears 1940s and 1950s clothing. Number 1. The black and white vest suit with the black leather gloves, red mask, and winter scarf that I already mentioned, that I also want to say is inspired by Ryu Hayabusa's Dead or Alive 5 werewolf Halloween costume from 2015 in Dead or Alive 5, The Last Round. Number 2, a casual look for outdoor activities, a bubblegum pink gingham shirt, navy blue pants, and brown loafers. Number 3, a summer look, a light blue and white striped t-shirt, white trousers, white knee-high socks, and brown Oxford shoes. Number 4, a black turtleneck sweater, black pants, black Oxford shoes, a red beret, and red heart-shaped sunglasses. Number 5, a Lolita outfit, a long sleeve white button-up shirt and white pants with cherry print pattern, brown Oxford shoes, and red heart-shaped sunglasses. Number 6, a red and black version of the vest suit. Number 7 and 8, white pajamas with red hearts and a red version with white hearts. Number 9, a pink t-shirt, red pajama pants with white hearts and white bunny slippers. Number 10, an outfit that Richard lends to Ryu, a sleek black leather jacket, a white t-shirt, jeans, black and white sneakers, red heart-shaped sunglasses, and roller skates, with a pack of chewing gum. Later, Richard lets Ryu keep the outfit, including the red heart-shaped sunglasses, roller skates, and chewing gum, mostly because he already has enough heart-shaped glasses and roller skates. If Richard was a fan of Lana Del Rey, these would be his 3 favorite songs. Number 1, Put Me in a Movie, from Lana's debut album in 2010, Lana Del Rey, aka Lizzie Grant. Number 2, Every Man Gets His Wish, an unreleased song. Number 3, Queen of Disaster, another unreleased song. And that's all. I hope you enjoyed it. Or not. It's okay. And I hope you stay safe out here in the world. Bye. Love you.